Welcome to Point to Rise, your podcast that gives you permission to dream big, take messy action, and turn your talent into profit while turning your back on perfection. My name is Susanne, high performance and mindset coach, former international ballerina, profitable entrepreneur, and founder of Point to Rise, a movement designed to empower dancers. It is my mission to use my own story as an inspiration for today's generation of dancers. And now sit back, stretch, warm up, or sip your coffee and love learning how much it matters to point at yourself first to rise to all that you are capable of.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Point to Rise podcast. My name is Susanne and I am your host today. So today I want to talk about responsibility. See, I just came back from a walk outside and I overheard a conversation a woman was having with her friends, complaining about the circumstances she was in. The guy that she was dating not getting back to her via email, the boss that didn't give her the vacation she was asking for, her other boss complaining about her ability to perform her job. And all I could do was smile because I've been that person. I have been the person that stood in the studio, looked at the casting and complained and blamed everybody else for not getting what I wanted. And never, ever did I consider that I am the master, I am the creator of my own life. And that was because I had the wiring in me and my subconscious that everything is out of my control. I don't get to decide. Everybody else gets to decide for me. Because that's how I was brought up, right? Like if we're looking at ballet school, I mean, every breath basically was dictated by the teachers, by the director, by everybody that was around me. And these were my formative years. So I was definitely not aware, neither did I have the understanding that I get to choose what I want to do. I get to choose how I want to feel. I get to choose how I want to react to the things that have been given to me and start asking different questions. You know, why didn't I get the role? What is it in me that I could change today in order to get what I want? And having the realization that it's on me. I get to choose what I want to do, and I get to choose the goals, and I get to choose who I want to be, was not only a very powerful revelation, but it was painful too. It was a rude awakening, meaning that, what do you mean it is nobody else's fault? What do you mean that's all on me? It hurt. It really hurt. And I get it. It is our default to blame everybody and everything outside of us for where we're at. But the only thing we can really do is, see what is given to us and what can we make out of it? How can we maneuver through it? How can we change the perspective? And how can we, frankly, change the outcome? Because it's not about the circumstances, it's about how we react to them. So when we're looking at the performing arts, and if you have been listening to this podcast for a while, you know that I'm stepping into a role that I am so not familiar with. I am a woman founder. I am tapping into the tech industry. I am launching a platform that has the capacity and ability to change millions of lives of performing artists. It has the possibility to change how we actually create art, how we can structure the business of a performing arts organization. And that's big. That feels really big. And in the beginning, it felt way too big for me. The belief that I carried for such a long time was, I can't do that. Like, I'm not cut out for this. I have been hearing it for over 40 years that stay small, swim with the swarm, and don't stand out. Where all I really wanted to do is ignite change and bring something better to this world that I'm living in, because I am passionate about helping others. So just the journey from coming from that belief into stepping into, well, what would it look like? Who would I be? What would I have to really tap into? What thoughts and beliefs do I get to choose in order to make my vision reality? What questions do I have to ask? Who do I have to collaborate? Where can I learn? Where are my resources? And that takes a lot of reprogramming my subconscious mind that believe that I'm not worthy, into I can do anything I want to. I am going to start with believing that I can. And frankly, standing in the studio and competing with everybody and fighting every day and being exhausted was nothing, my friends, nothing compared to what I'm experiencing right now in terms of rewriting my own belief system. So I'm telling you that by blaming the industry, by blaming everybody outside of you, you're not really doing yourself a favor. No, you're actually hindering yourself from stepping into what you're capable of becoming. You are holding yourself back. You're the only one that's in your own way. So if you want change in your life, if you want change in the industry, if you want to leave this world a little better, a better place for the artists or the women or men that come after you, you got to start with yourself. You have to start with yourself. You start with actually gaining awareness of what kind of beliefs do you carry? What kind of stories have you bought into? Do you believe that money doesn't grow on trees? That money is going to burn a hole in your pockets? That being self or showing self-esteem means that you're selfish? That taking care of you first is actually something that only mean people do? That successful people are angry and bad and they work really hard? Is this what you believe? Or is there a different version? Is there something that you can rewrite? Is there something you can change in your thoughts every day in order to really step into what you want to see? Let me tell you, whatever you want to see, any kind of vision you have, it's possible. You can do it. I promise you. All you have to do is understand that nobody out there is going to give it to you. Nobody out there is going to believe in you unless you do. Nobody out there is going to believe in what you want to create unless you do yourself first. So for today, grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down that first thing that you want to change in your life. What would that feel like if you are not afraid of rejection anymore? What would it look like if you have another $3,000 to spend every month? And don't judge it. Ask the question, what would it look like? What would it feel like? And I'm telling you right now, the how will literally reveal itself to you. So my darlings, that's what I have for you today. Start with yourself. Everything you do, how you show up, how you start your day, how you talk about others, who is in your circle of influence, all of that matters. And you are the creator of that world. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for tuning in. If this resonates with you, I would love it if you share it. The more we spread the message that we are in control, particularly you as a performing artist, you as the woman in the performing arts, you as the man in performing arts, stop looking at the industry as something that is not changeable. Stop complaining about the circumstances and start creating the world that you really want to see. Don't judge it. Don't say it's impossible. Don't say it's going to take forever and therefore I'm not going to take action. Every habit, every circumstance that we are wanting to change always starts with a tiny little step. And that little step is on us, on every single person of us to take at first. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Till next time.
Thank you so much for listening. If this message resonates with you, please pass it on to someone who needs to hear this right now. And if you like what you've heard, your feedback will go a very long way. If you just take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review, that would mean the world to me. Till next time, point at yourself to rise to all that you are capable of.